In the basement of St. Anthony's Catholic Church on the outskirts of Taipei, a somber memorial is underway. 40 years ago today, a grisly disaster unfolded not far from here in the Haishan coal mine. An improperly secured minecart broke free and crashed into an electrical wire. The sparks ignited coal dust, causing a violent explosion. Archival news footage shows efforts to find anyone who might have survived.
爆炸声音我根本就没听到了，然后这个头晕晕的，又感觉呕吐。
灾变的落盘处是在三斜坑道的6片道，使7、8、9片坑道内工作的矿工全部受困。
74 miners died, many of them indigenous Amis people. And this was just the first tragedy in an exceptionally deadly year. By the end of 1984, over 200 miners had died in a series of disasters. These mines did recover and ran for some years more, but they've long since fallen silent. Taiwan's coal now comes from abroad. But even 40 years on, the scars these disasters left are still here. And there are unanswered questions, too. The people gathered this afternoon in St. Anthony's want them answered. They want a new look into exactly what caused the 3 mining disasters of 1984. Official reports have never been released. They also want to know what happened to the millions of dollars in donations collected for the families of those killed, money that many never got. Lastly, they want better health care for retired miners, many of whom live with occupational illnesses like black lung. Lin Ading, who is indigenous Amis, is a former Haishan miner who was at work on the day of the explosion, close enough to see thick smoke, but far enough away to be safe. Still, he hasn't escaped illness from his 25 years working in the mines.
医院也证实说我也得了这个肺尘症这个病，到后来我拿这个医院的证明去向我们的有关单位去申请，没有下文，完全就不了了之。
It's difficult to say whether the government is listening. The organizers of this memorial invited President Lai Ching-te, who, as the son of a miner who was killed on the job, is seen to have a personal connection to the tragedies. But no high-ranking officials have come. This sociologist who helped organize the event has many relatives who once worked in the Haishan mine, and she's generally unimpressed with the government's response. Even when past presidents have made promises to Haishan survivors, she says they haven't come through. This is especially true for indigenous survivors, some of whom she says still live without running water.
1999年，李登辉先生是台湾第一个矿工之子的总统，因为他爸爸也在南港煤矿工作过，所以他在1999年卸任之前，那时候海山还没有拆，他其实在海山巡视，而且答应海山那时候住在公寮的原住民矿工，要帮他们盖国民住宅，但是这个支票并没有实践。
But these people are determined that the triple disaster of 1984 doesn't fade from memory, and that both survivors and the families of those killed get what they believe they're due. Luffy Lee, Eason Chen, Reece Ayers, and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.